Welcome to Close Up on America's Business, the program that takes you inside some of the most unique and successful companies in America. I'm Janice Marie. On each edition of our show, you have the opportunity to meet some of the most innovative business leaders in the country today. You'll find out what their products, services, technologies, and business models can do for you, and what they're doing to change our world and to change the way we do business.
The industrial renovation and construction business is extremely difficult, to say the least. Companies in this line of work seem to come and go with alarming regularity, which is why it is well worth taking a closer look at a Dallas area company that was started some 17 years ago. Rather small, in fact, in the owner's spare bedroom, but today is still around, still in business, and in fact is now having its biggest year ever. The company, Brenco Industrial Services, was recently selected by the giant California-based Siemens Transportation Systems to provide a key role in the expansion of the Dallas area rapid transit system, better known as DART. The company is really having a banner year. It's a big contract and a big feather in their cap. But another unique aspect of this story is that this company is an American Indian-owned company, one of the only companies of its kind in the United States today. To learn more about this unique organization, we spoke with the president and founder of Brenco. His name is Steve Cardwell.
Brenco is an industrial and commercial renovation company, from conception to engineering to stock in their warehouses after the project's done. And Brenco is divided into 4 divisions. The first one is the Industrial Construction Division. And what we do there is in plants that require certain equipment relocation, as well as mezzanines required to fit that equipment. We also have a manufacturing division. And what they do there, they're custom metal fabricators and erectors as well. And they do their own detailing, so we can manufacture just about anything, from custom parts for the military to industrial plants. And we're making the transfer power substations now for the DART light rail systems. And the other crew is the Interior Finish Out and Renovation Division. What they do is they'll come in and do the sheetrock, painting, flooring, drop ceilings, that sort of stuff. We've done a lot of renovations for laboratories, offices, things of that nature. And our supply division is fairly new to the company, and what we do there is after the project's complete, we go in and sell them items such as janitorial supplies, welding supplies, valves, fittings, anything that they could require to keep their operation up and running. And so our customers really like the one-stop shopping concept. They don't have to deal with coordinating, scheduling multiple contractors to complete a job. We perform all the special trades with our own employees, and that really helps. We can keep the project consistent and control the speed and the quality of the work. And that's what my customers like. So really, one call is all it takes, and all you have to do is call Brenco.
3.5 years ago, I was looking really for a company that was an industrial maintenance company and construction company. Basically, I was looking really for a company that could be all-encompassing. And what we found was with Brenco, that company offered us that at a competitive price. These guys are professionals. Every one of the employees there are very qualified to do in their particular sector, be it electrical, be it mechanical, and they're here, they're on the spot, and there's nobody out there in the Metroplex that I know of that's any better.
First of all, construction is a pretty tough gig, and there are very few companies that actually do what we do. Second of all, there are very few companies that do what we do and are as small as we are. And that's one of the things that I think makes us very different and unique, that we are so small and yet qualified to do the things that we do. And the reason for the success of our company is 100% my husband and his ability to take people's ideas and translate them into reality. And without him, these things don't happen.
This is a project that we're doing for Mid-Continental Restoration, one of our customers. If you'll notice, the steel up there's very, very deteriorated. The challenging part of this job is when they get all this cornice off up here, there's going to be more steel that is just very bad shape. Well, once they get the steel exposed for us, we will come in here, we will cut out the bad steel and replace it. So we're going to have to use various techniques. So we're going to do this job from 8 in the evening to 8 in the morning, and with traffic not being affected as well. So another challenging job for us.
And really, when you come right down to it, what is so difficult, so tough about renovation work?
Renovation work, I tell everyone, is the hardest business on the planet because we don't have x-ray vision. We don't know what's behind those walls when we tear it out. Such as this building here, nobody can really see behind that cornice and see how deteriorated the steel is, or see if there's a concrete wall behind a wall that you're going to remove.
But yet that's part of the challenge. That's the fun of this work.
It is very challenging, and it can be very rewarding.
I understand among your other honors you are actually on the board of the American Indian Chamber of Commerce of Texas.
For Brenco as a company and me personally, it's been very, very pleasant to be elected by your peers and colleagues to say, hey, come sit on this board making decisions with us that affect members or even the community in general, the American Indian community. I'm very proud to be on that board of directors and very honored. Brenco, we come up with solutions, and we've identified some very truly green products that'll help these companies save money on their lighting, their energy bills, and we have some truly efficient products that offer an ROI, which is a return on investment. A lot of green products don't offer that. Some products actually cost you money. These products that we've identified are very, very cost effective to install, but they'll actually pay for themselves in 2 to 3 years. The green products that we identified to build with are relatively cheaper or the same price as conventional construction. So those products that we have are also listed on our website. We're very excited about our green product division. Air quality is something that needs to happen, and we have a product that is extremely efficient, and people need to take a look at that as well. And once again, you just call Brenco and let us come out there and help you with your problems, and we'll come up with a solution.
Steve is so hands-on. He understands a project when he bids it through the duration of the project. And this is a very good example of what Brenco is capable of. These 3 10,000-pound beams right here, the owner brought in a structural engineer, said these beams need to be installed, and they're 3 foot wide, they're 52 foot long. They're just massive. Just getting them in here was a chore, and then getting them turned around and getting them up there in the proper place was just, I mean, it was an undertaking, quite frankly, the engineers didn't think we could do. And he had everything laid out to the exact T before. They spent probably 3 nights getting everything laid out just perfectly before the beams were even came in. And they allowed us 3 weekends to get the job done. Steve and his crew performed it in 1 weekend.
The electric light rail systems all have to have power, and we are going to be manufacturing traction power substations for the Dallas area rapid transit, which is DART for short, and it's a extension. They call it their green line, and they're put at 1 mile intervals, and there's some enormous amount of electrical gear that go in these. And when these are fabricated, everything that runs those light rail cars is inside that building, and we will be the manufacturer of these buildings.
I can't help but feel you really must feel proud.
Yeah, we are very proud. We're very excited. It's the dawn of a new era in our company, because making metal products is what we do. We do all our own fabrication. We'll do all the work in-house with our own people. We will once again be able to control the speed and the quality of the project. just like we do at customer sites.
What do you think your success, this company's success, will do for the American Indian community in general?
Very proud to be a member of the Southern Cheyenne Nation. Grew up in western Oklahoma, out in the country. We should all respect the earth. That's what our elders taught us. It's been instilled in us as Native Americans from our birth. And identifying products that help the environment has been very, very fulfilling to me inside, because we know we're helping Mother Earth. We know that people are going to save money through this efficiency. And respecting the earth, we should all do. Our tribe has instilled that in us since we were very, very young, and I'm glad to carry on that tradition, and hopefully we're going to make a difference. I give back to the community as much as I can. I believe had people not worked with me, I wouldn't be where I'm at. And I'm truly blessed because I had a hard work ethic instilled in me. Even though I grew up poor, even though I grew up in a place where success is not rampant. Any child that wants to do better, I am a role model for them. I want to be there. I want to give to those organizations and donate time to speak to them. I actually go out and I do speak to several children's groups, summer camps, and I encourage them that you really can do anything you want. It takes hard work and a little bit of luck, but you got to have role models. Role models are very, very important, and I hope that I am a shining example to kids that, yeah, you know, just because you're poor doesn't mean you're handicapped.
I think this is a great company to work for. We're a family-owned business, and of course, business comes first, but we understand that, you know, our employees are humans and they do have families, and they are our family. And doors are opening left and right with the new contract that we've been recently awarded, and just the place that we are with the training of our people. The new people that we've been able to bring on to the company have brought a lot of new talent in recently, and our abilities and qualities, our financial position has definitely gotten a lot better, and I just see great things for the company.
Things are happening and our company's exploding. People, the word is out. Brenco does great work, and there's really nothing that we can't do. We're in a huge growth market right now, and everything that we do from here on out is just going to get bigger and better. I truly believe that. So I think that Brenco will kind of take me where it's going to go. I don't think I'm going to take it. That's just.
You loving what you do?
I love what I do. I love building things. I love making things better. I love when it's done, being able to just stand back and go, wow, that looks really nice. We did that. Me and my guys did that.
The remarkable story of Brenco Industrial Services, an American Indian-owned minority company and a truly great American success story. I'm Doug Llewellyn, reporting from Dallas.
Well, that does it for this edition of Close Up on America's Business. I'm Janice Marie. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.